I am very, very interested in what's going on in Turkey, and particularly along the Turkish-Syrian border. I have watched since 2011, when all of the violence began over there, and I have watched as Turkey has changed from being a relatively democratic country to where I've seen President Erdoğan. He was Prime Minister Erdoğan, then became President Erdoğan, and he has now said, well, first he jailed the generals who were the guarantors of democracy there. Then he began to jail the prosecutors and the judges, and then he began to jail the journalists. And in fact, there have been journalists who died under very mysterious circumstances. And most recently, just within the past week, he has seized the largest newspaper in Turkey. There is no longer freedom of press. A couple of years ago, I did a great deal of media interviews with Turkey. They would call over, they'd say, well, what do you think about this or that? And I would express my opinion, and it would go on Turkish media. People could look at it, maybe some agreed, maybe some disagreed, but it was a point of view, and this was what the free media was about. I was very disappointed to read that in the last week he has seized the major newspaper in Turkey, and he's now turned it into a ministry of propaganda for himself. This man is becoming a complete dictator. He has said that he wants the powers of Adolf Hitler. And when he was able to win the last parliamentary elections, he gained control, and now he intends to change the Constitution. All of the work that was done by Ataturk and by all of the good Turkish people since then is going to be wiped out, because he will bring forth a new constitution, and the constitution will be very much like the constitution was in Nazi Germany. It will be the constitution of Adolf Hitler. This is what he desires to do. The man is a dictator.